Hi everyone, Justin Lowe, Times Dispatch Dining Critic, and this is an episode of Where Richmond Eats. Today's episode, at least, should really be called, Why Doesn't the Rest of the World Care About Where Richmond Eats? Because, of course, today we're talking about James Beard Award snubs. So, let me break it down for you. Richmond chefs and restaurants haven't been nominated for a James Beard Award in the past 4 years. In the 2010s, we were getting at least one semifinalist nomination, if not more, every single year. So, what gives? There is probably some truth to the idea that Richmond does have a harder time competing against the likes of DC and Philly in the James Beard's Mid-Atlantic category, which, to be honest, has always been a little odd to me why we're not competing against other southern food cities. But that doesn't fully explain the wave of success we enjoyed in the 2010s, and now, the sudden dry spell we're seeing. Unfortunately, there may be other forces that are working against us, mainly a combination of regional bias and a lack of media attention. In the article that accompanies this video, I explain why that could be. But suffice it to say, it's hardly a coincidence that cities like DC and Philly, even states like Hawaii and Montana, are actually scoring more nominations than all of Virginia combined. And the former nominees I spoke with, they all agreed that really what helped our city in the 2010s was that everyone was talking about Richmond as this up-and-coming food city. And this gave our chefs and restaurants a chance to talk about themselves, to tell their stories and what they were doing. And I think these days unfortunately, there's just a lot less buzz. Looking ahead, getting back in the game for us is really the challenge. It's the big challenge for us as a dining scene. During the pandemic, and understandably so, I think we collectively stopped pushing ourselves. Richmond restaurants and chefs stopped demanding as much of diners because, to be honest, they really couldn't afford to. And food writers, like myself, I'm guilty of it as well, stopped asking as much of restaurants and chefs, and so our buzzworthiness level just dropped as a result. And really, I think, I'll leave you with this. I think maybe it's time we all stepped on the gas pedal again.
Before social media influencers or the Food Network, there was a national icon who changed the way we cook at home. Julia Child, America's original celebrity chef. Learn how she inspired generations of foodies and home cooks in a limited-time, major national exhibition at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture. Julia Child, A Recipe for Life. On display March 16th to September 2nd. Learn more and get tickets at virginiahistory.org.